Good morning. I don't know about you, but it is the end to a very week. It's been absolutely ginormous, and it's the home straight now going into you. Some closing sentiments. So why you need more rhythm in your life. We've got the flash sale at 12 o'clock. The last 8 places being released. So if you've not already booked onto the 3-day Property Entrepreneur Blueprint event and you want to start a business using a unique and proven blueprint that has been used. I've used it for a decade, we've been using it for 7 years. Property entrepreneurs stay on the programme year after year. It's unique, it's proven. You just need to put it into practice. Join us at 12 o'clock with the code that's in one of my posts, SEP Flash, at 12 o'clock, and you get 50% off plus buy one get one free, which basically means you get the whole blueprint start to finish, 3 days at the Belfry. For bring somebody with you, and it'll be £750 each, which you can't even stay at the Belfry and dine there for that. So it's a no-brainer, plus money back guarantee. If you don't like it, we'll give you full money back. So yeah, join us 12 o'clock, first 8, we'll get the last places, then that's it till next year. And I look forward to seeing you all at the Belfry. So why you need more rhythm in your life? Well, one of the things we talk about on Property Entrepreneur is it's all a game. And those of you that are in the corporate world or have been in the corporate world or even the tech space will know that over recent years, gamification has become bigger and bigger. And what this is making a whole game out of everything you do, whether it's productivity, getting your team to be more productive, or it's losing weight and having graphs and apps and little games to play with yourself. Whatever it is, it's all about gamification. I'll do another video on that at some point. However, what I'm going to talk about today is about getting more rhythm. Hello everyone, morning. How you doing, Alice? What we're going to talk about is getting more rhythm into your life. So you can't make a masterpiece while you're running on the treadmill. You need to get, by rhythm, what we mean is your business, your life should have rhythm to it. And if you think what a rhythm is, it's predictable, it repeats, we understand how it works. And this can be everything from how you run your day to how you run your year. So on Property Entrepreneur, we have a rhythm to the year. So now is summer, and summer is long days, the sun's out, high activity, there's growth in the fields, there's lots of sales, expansion, it's absolutely mental, million miles an hour, long days, high energy, and all the associated factors. Autumn, however, like the natural world, is when we're looking at rhythm for the year. Summer is fast growth, expansion, long days, high energy. Autumn, things slow down, they calm down, and we look at things that are more grounded, so like strategy. And we think about what do we actually want from life, what do we want from the next year, and we spend 3 months on Property Entrepreneur. I'll give you all these tools at the Blueprint event in September. During autumn, we think about strategy. What do we want more of, what do we want less of, what do we want to keep, what market do we want to go into, what's working well, what's not. And every year we regroup and put our plan in place. And then in the winter, think about the car as a race car. The natural world goes through seasons because it has to. You couldn't race all day, every day, 365 days of the year. You'd shred your tyres, you'd run out of gas, you'd fall to pieces. Usain Bolt doesn't run 100-metre sprints 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks of the year. He would be exhausted. So we all go through this rhythm in the year, in this cycle. And in the winter, so summer, we race the Formula 1 car, we race our businesses. In the autumn, we put it on cruise control, we listen to the engine, we think what works, what doesn't, what do we want more of, what do we want less of, what do we want to keep. In the winter, we take the car into the pit stop and we lift the bonnet, we work on the systems, the operations, the processes, the finance in the pit stop. And then out of the pit stop, we warm the tyres, so we test things, we recruit new team members, we onboard people to new systems, and we get the tyres warmed, and then we're ready to race again in the summer. So when you have that rhythm, it's very valuable because people and businesses don't grow in a linear fashion. We don't keep growing and growing and growing. We grow a bit, we hit a level, we regroup, and then we grow again. We step change. It's cyclical, not linear, the growth curve. So it's more effective to do things when you've got rhythm to the year. It also manages people's expectations, because if you're in summer mode, those of you that maybe worked for an entrepreneur before, if you're in summer mode all day, every day, then you're screeching around the corners, the rubber's coming off the rims, there's smoke coming out of the engine. Anyone can do that for 3 months. You get to the end of the summer and you're like, I'm so glad that that's finished. Whereas some people will be in summer mode all year. So it allows people to be accepting and forgiving of the individual seasons, because they know what things start, things finish. It's the whole thing about gamification. You go through the different stages. So that gives you really good rhythm to your year. And then also you can break your weeks up. You can break your months up, you can break your weeks up. Break your weeks up into some rhythm. So, for example, I go into the offices on a Monday, and every Monday I'll go into the office, I'll do my one-to-ones with the team. I don't expect to get a huge amount of work done. It's just meetings, setting other people up. And I know if I have one big committed day in the office, setting the teams up, set the senior teams up, or the senior team, they then have the direction, everything they need to go and set their teams up. So that's my Monday. Tuesday, I have an off-the-grid day, which means I'm off the grid, no immediate response messages, limited WhatsApp and Slack, not hugely in my inbox, and I'm working on real high-value projects. So creating new products, creating new services, looking at new developments we're buying, doing real chunky, high-value tasks. And then Wednesday, I dip back into that. So Wednesday morning, back into check-in calls with some of the team, a couple of the team that I work closer with, check in with them Wednesday morning, do my emails, clear any bits and pieces up that have come. And then Wednesday afternoon, do some more high-value stuff. Thursday is more high-value stuff. So off the grid, business development, creation, making new stuff. And then Friday, today is, what you want to do is set yourself up for success. So Friday for me is clear the decks. So Friday's a day, it's about clear the inbox down, go back, respond to all the WhatsApp messages. I've just got to the end of the field. It's literally a dead end. Back we go. Friday for me is a clear the decks day. So it's get rid of all my emails, respond to all my messages, get rid of the to-do list, and with the aspiration of, if I get it done, again, this is work by reward. It's all a game. It's gamification. If I get it done early, then on a Friday I finish early. However, if I don't get it done, then I finish late, and that's the penalty. But however long it takes, Friday is clearing the decks. And then what that means is Monday, I'm clear to do my one-to-ones and have my meetings, and that puts rhythm into my week. You could also do days by energy. So those of you that are into energies or spiritualization or wealth dynamics or I Ching, any of these things, you'll understand there's different energies. So summer energy is things like sales and marketing, whereas winter, which is colder, frozen, the activity happens under the ground. Winter is steel energy, which is bookkeeping and admin and things like that. You might break your week up by energies. So you might have a sales day where you're looking at new deals, you're making sales, you're banging marketing campaigns. You might have a steel day, which would be admin, bookkeeping, finance. Whatever you do, you want to structure your year and your week in sections. So you've got a rhythm and you get used to it. You know what's coming. You can, if you don't have a section allocated to bookkeeping or clearing the decks, the likelihood is it will never get done. But if you know it's there, then you get in, you lock in, it's done, and then you never have to do it again. You don't have to do it again for another couple of weeks. And then even your day, putting rhythm into your day. So I have a rhythm to my day. I get up a reasonable amount of time. I don't tend to set an alarm clock, but I go to bed reasonably early and reasonably consistently. And I wake up between 6 and 8 hours later, depending on what's been going on during the day. I get up early and my rhythm is I have a green tea and do some journaling. My brain's starting to wake up, I'm getting it creative. There is a little mental, psychological state that you're in whilst you're waking up, which is actually really facilitating for creativity, if you didn't know that. So first thing I do is green tea, journal, or a big A4 notepad, journaling about anything, journaling about if I'm stressed or I've got a challenge, having a conversation with myself. 30 ways to solve this problem. By the time you get to like 18 or 19, you've already cracked it. Maybe a business opportunity, a deal that I'm looking at buying, or a business that I'm looking at buying, sort of playing with that, stacking it out, a new product or service, getting creative. Or maybe even just plan the day. Just think, right, what day do if today, like, what do I want today to be? So it might be a clear the decks day, or it might be a real high value day. It might be a making money day. Sometimes I'll choose a title for the day and and that will be the title for the day if it's not already allocated and planned out. So I do my journaling, then I'll have a second pot of tea, which is I have a ginger and lemon tea bag, second one of those, and I'll read something. So I'll read my journal notes from previous days, or I'll read my to-do list from the week, or I'll read a newspaper, or I'll read a magazine article. I'll do a bit of reading, then I will decide what I'm going to get down into. So that lasts about an hour. Sometimes meditate. I've got into meditating recently. Never got into it previously. I used to just fall asleep, but really getting into it at the minute. Do a bit of meditating in the morning sometimes. Affirmations, visualizations, that's really good. We do a whole thing on Property Entrepreneur called The Miracle Morning. If you've not read the book, recommend it. Set up your morning, and then I'll do some work. I'll get my head down and I'll smash out an hour of work or 90 minutes worth of work, and then I'll throw myself in the shower, get changed, and I'll go for a walk. So I'll go for a walk for anywhere between sort of 30 and 60 minutes, listen to some motivational YouTube videos, or take a call if there's somebody to talk to quite early. Normally more sort of social, creative. I don't take a huge amount of calls in the morning, to be honest, but when I do, it's normally engaging and quite sort of rewarding calls, interesting calls, rather than business calls. So I go for a walk, and then get back at my desk, and then split the whole of the rest of the day into 90-minute chunks. And there'll be 90 minutes on to-do list, and I call them quick fires, quick things that I need to rattle through. 90 minutes on a project, 90 minutes on reviewing a contract, 90 minutes on creating a product or a service, 90 minutes on stacking a deal. And then what I do is I have my meals at set times. So I have my breakfast, back for my breakfast shortly. I have my breakfast at 10 a.m. I have my lunch at 3 p.m. and I have my dinner at 6 p.m. Sometimes it goes a little bit later. But then I've got rhythm. I know when I'm going to eat. It takes food off the menu. Excuse the pun. It takes food off the menu. I don't have to think about it. It reduces your decision fatigue, and I do that. So it's all about getting some rhythm into your year, into your month, into your week, into your day. And when you've got that, you become a lot more effective and a lot more disciplined and a lot more dedicated. And the things that you do want to do, you really look forward to, and you're happy to pay the price of the things you've got to do to get there. And the things you don't like doing, it stops you carrying around a heavy weight. So, for example, if I know on if I know that on a Monday and a Wednesday afternoon I do emails, I don't really like emails. I don't spend a huge amount of time in my inbox. Lucy, my executive assistant, basically runs my inbox, but she'll mark things that say action and she'll mark things to say read. Anything that she can't do, she leaves in there, and then on a Monday and Wednesday I'll jump in there, I'll clear the decks, and I don't like doing it, but because I dedicate that 60 to 90 minutes on doing it, when I'm in there I'm like, right, it's a game, rattle through, I'm going to get all these done, and it's done. And then the other days that I'm not in my inbox, I don't feel bad about it, because I know that Lucy's watching it. I know if there's anything urgent come in, which is very rare, she'll let me know. And I don't carry that weight around me. I should be doing my bookkeeping. I should be doing my emails. I should be doing what you don't want to do. When you book them out and put them in your week or your day or your month or your year, then you actually start to look forward to them. And on Property Entrepreneur in the first year, most people love spring and summer because it's doing deals, it's sales, it's expansion. But they don't like operations and systems and bookkeeping. Once you've been around the track a few times, you start to really have a newfound appreciation for all of the seasons. I absolutely love all the seasons now because I make the absolute most of it. The cars screeching around the corners, the rubber's coming off the rims, there's smoke coming out of the engine. And when it gets to the end of the summer, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad that's done. I can't wait to get in my journal and plan my next year. And you spend 3 months doing that and you get excited about the next year and you think this is going to be amazing, this is going to be incredible. And then you go into winter, which is like bookkeeping, systems, processes, which no one really likes. And you know that if you get into this pit stop and build the car the best it can be, when you go out and race in spring and summer, you're driving a Ferrari rather than a Ford. No disrespect to Ford. It's all a game. Like, getting some more rhythm into your life could really add a lot of value into what you do. And I'd highly recommend, it's Friday today, so I'd highly recommend this afternoon or this evening or even over the weekend, we do a thing on Property Entrepreneur called Sunday Sanity. I'd recommend planning out your week next week and just try it. Just try it. Like, just try putting some rhythm in your week. Try dedicating certain times or certain days to things. Whether you have a sales day and a bookkeeping and finance day and an admin day and a clear the decks day and a phone call day. start carving your week up so it's got a bit more structure, it's got a bit more rhythm, and even you like put a bit more rhythm into the day, so you know when you're eating, you know when you're going to be having your tea, you know when you're going to be journaling. If you don't do anything else this weekend, get yourself half an hour and a piece of paper and just scribble out what you'd like your week to look like. There's times you'll be more effective, times you'll be more efficient, times you'll be more creative. There's also times you don't have creative energy, and times that you just have to slog yourself through work. You can play the game with all of that, and I'd highly recommend doing it. So, I wish you all the very best for Friday. Those of you that want to join us on the 3-day event, join us at midday. There's a discount code in my post on Facebook, and join us online at midday. We'll be releasing the last 8 places. We had 100 places for the Profit Entrepreneur Blueprint this year, and 80, was it 90? 92 of them have sold. So there's eight left, whatever the math says, I'm not actually sure. 8 left, midday today, 50% off, buy one, get one free. If you've not got involved, don't be the one that missed the boat. See you online for the flash sale at midday. And yeah, for this weekend, if you don't do anything else, get some more rhythm in your life, plan your week out, and just give it a crack. Like, don't knock it till you tried it. I think you'll get a lot of value from it. Have a great Friday, have a great weekend, and based on the rhythm of my week, I will see you for a Facebook Live on Tuesday. Take care. Oh no, I'll see you today. I'll see you at midday for the flash sale. Take care.